So hi, it is me, Alan. I have been in jail with the worst gangsters in Ireland. I was in jail when I was 18. You don't have to worry, I'm not a serial killer or anything.
You're the most hilarious guy I've met in Ireland.
What's your name?
Anjaneai. Anjaneai.
Anjaneai.
Yeah.
Anjaneai. Mine's Alan. Pleased to meet you. Pleasure to meet you.
Isn't like a gas station a better place to find a lift, because it's hard to stop, like okay, here you can stop,
yeah,
but where you were planning to stay, it's hard to stop over there because
it is, yeah,
kind of not a proper shoulder.
No, all I really was doing, to be honest, it was chancing my arm. If someone stopped,
have you done this route before?
Oh yeah, I've hitched a lot of times, you know what I mean, even though I have a bus pass, you know, but it's time that the bus seemed to leave a bit early, because I was waiting to catch the bus from Punches Cross as far as the Crescent Shopping Centre, and I would have got it from there as far as Patrick's Swell and hitched from there. You probably would have picked me up here, you know, in Patrick's Swell, like, you know. But as I say, again, thank you very much for stopping, like, you know.
No problem.
I can't say it enough at times, like, you know.
No problem. I can actually drop you to your home.
Can you?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Do you have a party today or what?
Sorry?
Is there going to be a party today or what?
No, my father's just having a few cans, like, do you know what I mean? So,
if you don't mind, can I ask how old is your father?
79.
79?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Jimmy Ryan.
Jimmy Ryan?
Yeah.
Nice.
He used to be the only man in Munster there years ago. They used to put on all the tattoos, you know? But then they started inside town and he stopped, because now they can do the fancy shading and, you know, everything like that.
Yeah.
So most of the tattoos in Limerick, the swallows and things, he'd have them all done, you know, facing each other.
This is made by your dad?
Yeah, all my
Can you show this here?
Sorry?
Can you show this arm here to the lens?
Yeah, of course I can.
No, like just the wrist.
Yeah, well, I need to take off the jumper because
it's okay.
the sleeves. No, you're fine. Look, we've another few miles and you're taking me home. So once I don't start taking off my pants and everything, we're all right. But I have about 13 of them on altogether. So that would have been my first tattoo on.
Okay.
When I was about 17, 18. That was
by your dad?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're all done. The eagle, the cross, the Grim Reaper. That fella is like a fella crawling out your hand. There's his claw. There's his other claw. It's like he's trying to crawl out through your skin. Then you have a peacock. You have the love hearts. That. You have kind of a biker's one there, like, do you know what I mean?
Wow.
Heart. They're only stupid ones. And 3 more of my legs. Few of like, see the dots there, they were done in prison with an ordinary sewing needle. Do you know what I mean? Just dabbed in my hand. I was in jail when I was 18.
Enemy spotted.
I'm 52 now, like, do you know what I mean? So you don't have to worry, I'm not a serial killer or anything.
I'm not worried. But if it's not too personal, what happened, if I can ask?
About going to jail?
Yeah.
It was a tax and insurance.
Tax insurance?
Tax and insurance.
At the age of 18, you ended in jail because of a tax insurance?
Well, I had a few with their previous. You know, so, but then, like, I'm not, what would you call it, habitual criminal. Like, do you know what I mean? So I got that. I was out nearly 10 years, and I went to do a favour for we call it the Continuity IRA. They asked me would I go up and pick up a package, you know, up in Dublin. And I said I would. Do you know what I mean? Just being a nice guy that I am. But I went up anyway, and I have the statements at home on my books of evidence. I went up and I ended up picking up 150 rounds of ammunition, 9mm bullets. And I didn't even know that's what I was picking up. Now, I thought I was coming home from Dublin that day. Now, it was 10 years previous since I was in jail. And, like, this time I got 3 years for my troubles. So from 2007 to February 2010, I spent 3 years in Portlaoise Maximum Security Prison, up in Portlaoise. And I've been out since February 2010. I haven't been in jail since. I've been out 14 years. So the point I'm trying to get to is I wouldn't consider myself a criminal. You know, that's not the way. Like, obviously, other people look at it different, but to me, criminal. And I'm glad I made you laugh anyway.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing at the way you're explaining the whole situation.
Yeah,
Don't take it wrong. I'm not laughing at you or the situation.
No, Jesus, laugh away. Because I'm sure the ones who fucking stitched me up were laughing at me as well. Because at the statements I have at home, you know, my books of evidence, when I got the juries in Christchurch up in Dublin, there were detectives inside having tea and coffee, waiting for me to come. Do you know what I mean? I was never coming back from Dublin that day. I was set up from the word go. Do you know what I mean? So, as I say, I got 3 years of my troubles, and I've never done a favour for anyone since. So they can shove the favours up the highest part of their ass. But I'm not a shoplifter, not anything. As I say, I'm not in and out of jail every couple of years. As I say, it's been 14 years since the last time I was in jail, and in another 14 years it'll be 28 years. So that's not the way. I'm not a troublemaker. I don't like fighting. I've never stabbed anyone. I've never really hit anyone. I've been in maybe 1 or 2 fights when I was in school. I don't like bullying. I was a bit overweight when I was in school and I was getting called horrible names. I'm glad Twitter wasn't around, because I'm sure if I got 1,000 1,000 people telling me go hang myself, I probably would have hung myself by now. But I'm glad I can make you laugh, you know that? Anja, I want to live home, I'll be saying, leave me the fuck out, you know?
You're the most hilarious guy I've met in Ireland. I'm actually traveling in Ireland. I'm based out of Poland. I'm from India.
India, yeah?
Yeah, but I live in Poland for last 6 years or so.
Poland?
Almost 7 years.
Yeah?
And I'm right now just traveling in Ireland.
Yes.
So this is my second last day in Ireland.
Is that well?
And you are the most interesting and funny guy I've met in Ireland.
Well, I'm delighted for that. At least you picked up someone memorable. At least when you go back to your country, you're gonna have a good story to tell that you picked up this fella.
We have a great story.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, I'm recording this, and if I share this
share it
with YouTube or something, is that okay?
It is okay. I'm giving you full permission to share it away there, like, do you know what I mean? As I say, that's me in jail, finished. But I have a bodhrán at home. You know, bodhrán, a musical instrument, and I left it in my cell with a biro. And I said, before I finished my sentence, anyone who wanted to write something on it about their time spent with me, write something on it. Now, the biggest gangsters, John Gilligan, remember Ronnie Keegan got shot? You wouldn't know anything about that now, but I have a bodhrán full of the biggest gangsters' names on it, and my nickname was Bullets because I got caught 149 rounds of bullets, and they're all saying, you know, best to look on the outside and everything, put your indicator on for your left.
Okay.
So to let your man know behind, you'll be turning left at these green bollards in between the two of them. Watch him behind you.
Yeah.
It's a sharp left now. Here it is, and it is a sharp left.
Okay.
Just letting you know. Or some of them be stuck up your arse, like, do you know what I mean? You're grand now. Now, as I say, it's not two left and a right. It's at the end of this road. You'll be taking a right. You're up to my house. I'll turn you at the bottom of the bridge, have you facing back this way. You'll take a left. You're back on this road again and back up here. Now, it's a good thing that you actually decided, well, I turn on the camera, like, and everything, you know? So they say we don't believe you. You're telling us lies. They say, here, hang on to this. And a few of your friends should get a good laugh off it.
I'm trying to record my journey for the first time.
Oh, yeah?
So for me, it's going to be like sometimes you don't plan experiences, and then something like really random happens.
That's it. Something like this, we suppose.
You cannot explain it. Like,
yeah.
I hitchhike myself, and I have picked hitchhikers as well.
Yeah.
But to meet you at this time when I'm driving to Cork and I have no plans and just going to stay with someone who lives in Cork, and it's just too random. It's just too random to explain that this happened.
That's it, yeah. Because if you try to say it, eventually you probably end up. Yeah, and you'll end up forgetting bits probably along the way. Okay. Now I have it all documented and I can see my face. So hi, it is me, Alan. I have been in jail with the worst gangsters in Ireland. Murderers, not rapists, just murderers, do you know what I mean? But the people I was locked up with, they're like credit card collectors. Now, if you fall behind, you'll be taking a right at this cross. Okay. If you fall behind in your credit account, they send you out a letter and they say, look, keep up with your payments or you'll be blackmarked and everything, right? The fellas, right here, the fellas I'm with, you fall behind in your payments, they'll crack your head open with a hammer. Do you know what I mean? So it's just a different way of collecting money, like, and everything. But I'm glad that you did get to pick me up now and that you got an enjoyable and a laugh, like, do you know what I mean? So, as I said, and I know as you said, you weren't laughing at me. It's good to get an experience, you know what I mean, and something like this, and it's on the life here. I'm only up around the bend here now, and I'll show you, as I say, where to go, and it'll be all good and everything. So, wasn't it worth picking me up? Well, I hope it was worth picking me up anyway.
No, it's
yeah. You're not
like
going away with
nobody's doing a favor on anyone.
No,
basically.
yeah. And look, at this
Neither
time
am
of the
I,
night,
nor are you.
yeah.
It's just like a random exchange. We might never see each other
Let's
ever
take
again in the
it.
life, and this is the
Hopefully
best,
no, going
best 20 minutes we spent together.
Yeah. There's plenty of room for you to turn. See it here?
See.
Yeah, to turn around here.
If this video was recording this road,
Sorry?
if the video was recording the road that I'm driving,
Oh, Debbie said, this
like-
fella was taking him off to murder or something. Like, I'm not. This fella's interested in a lift home, get a cup of tea, sit down, smoke a cigarette, and watch a bit of American Dad or Family Guy, like, or something. So as I said,
do pass my greetings to your parents.
well, how do you pronounce your name again?
Anjaneai.
Anjaneai.
Yeah, Anjaneai from India.
Anjaneai from India. And this is Alan from Ireland. Alan Ryan even. And so I said, all Ryans are rogues and all rogues are Ryans, they say, like, do you know what I mean? So you'll be stopping here.
Okay.
After this just stops, so it's not coming down, but you'll be able to continue on. So my house is just down here a small bit, about 100 yards. You want to continue on a small bit? How will I get out here, will I?
Yeah. Then I can just
You can just go straight on. Now listen.
It's over here, right?
Yeah, we're grand, and
It was
thanks
a
very
pleasure
much.
to meet you.
I'm pleasure to meet you as
have a
well.
great life ahead.
Yeah, and I hope you get a lot of laughs off that YouTube thing and everything. I'm sure you will.
If you become famous, remember Anjaneai from India.
I'm from India. Well, I live just outside Croom. So you'll see Croom at the bottom of a railway bridge.
I see.
So you'll find me.
You don't want to reveal your address on internet.
Yeah, well, you'll find me somewhere anyway. So thanks very much.
You're
bud,
welcome.
Right? Have
You're
a safe
welcome.
journey. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye bye. I mean, how random shit can get. This is like super crazy random. So basically, he was just waving his hand and not even at the right spot. Like, there was no space to stop the car. It was just like 2 lanes and the traffic. And luckily, the moment I saw his hand, he was walking the other direction towards the city. It was almost at the edge of the city, and I saw behind me there was no car. I was like, maybe I can just quickly stop and maybe I can ask him where he wants to go. And he came running in, and like he straight away opened the door and like he entered. And then I was like, okay, maybe I should record this, because he was very expressive and telling all the stories. But yeah, it was fascinating conversation too.